Welcome back, everyone. This is NYU Grads Daily Podcast. Thanks for checking in. It is Wednesday, November 8th. I'm recording this after market hours in the evening. Let's jump right into it. It's going to be a short one just because there wasn't much action today, to be quite honest with you. But let's keep the format going consistently here. We had 130 new highs. But we had some deterioration on the new low front. We had 278 new lows. In addition to that, the volume was quite low today. I think I had posted midday, like in the afternoon, that I was seeing around 3 o'clock, 3:30. The SPY volume was half of the average daily volume. 47 million shares versus 83 million average daily volume. That was like 340-ish, I should say. So that's a big dip in volume. And the QQQ volume at that time was down 30% of its daily average. So really light trading today on Wednesday, November 8th. We still have 57% of shares below the 50-day moving average, but I want to preface this is way better than what we had earlier, just like a week and a half ago when 80% was below the 50-day moving average. And for the 200-day moving average, we have 67% below the 200, whereas like a week and a half ago, this number was like 79%. So we're still hanging on to this bounce, but I would love to see more participation. It just like on Tuesday, Wednesday's session was driven mostly by the mega cap names. And I'll post a chart that actually LZ is the username of someone that I follow on slopeofhope.com. They had posted a really good chart that has the overlay of the volume of breadth, which I follow religiously and report to you guys on, as well as the NQ or NASDAQ. And they're basically inverse. And I'll post that in the show notes as a screenshot. But taking a look at what performed today, I'll go into the groups/sectors first. Technology, the mega caps, led the way, up 0.46%. Then you had real estate, the second right behind tech, up 0.39%. That makes sense because yields were down today. They bounced yesterday to above 4.6 from 4.5. And now they went back down today. And with yields weak, with oil just plummeting, you would think that these are great headwinds or not headwinds, I'm sorry. It's great reasons for Jerome Powell and the Fed not to stay higher for longer because this signifies potentially the fight in inflation working. Oil prices coming down, interest rates coming down. But the market actually seemed a little bit overbought in the morning, and I had posted that on Substack Notes, and it was getting to the point where if we didn't pull back soon, I thought that we'd be at risk of a larger breakdown, and that was at 9:55. We had hit a high of ES futures of 44.07, and we turned on a dime right after that. Total coincidence that I almost pinned it to the dollar. I mean to the penny. So 5 minutes after I posted that, we sold off really hard. But then we tried to win some of that back toward the close. But there was some damage done there, and the volume breadth did not improve all day. In the afternoon, I had posted, hey, if the Vol D does not improve, we risk this bounce being sold off. And I also had posted around 3:55. Right now it's really just about watching yields and oil. if you see yields and oil bounce back up really hard before Turkey Day, Thanksgiving, we're going to see a massive sell off. Because if yields and oil are down a lot and we can't bounce or we can't rally harder on that, that is suspect. That's really suspect. That's like someone having a Dodge Challenger with 1,000 horsepower or a Ferrari, and they can't merge onto the highway because everyone's going too fast. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me with yields and oil dropping here. That's really the summary of the day, guys and girls. The volume was really low. Yields were down, oil was down, and stocks should have been much stronger today. Maybe they're just waiting because on Thursday at 2 p.m. New York time or Eastern, you have Jerome Powell on an IMF panel speaking with a few other economic luminaries at the IMF, at Harvard University, and the Bank of Israel. So maybe the world is just waiting for that. I'm not really sure. Or maybe everyone's on holiday already and enjoying vacation. But it was a very light day. Let's see what happens on Thursday. And I'll report back to you guys after the Thursday session. Hope you have a good one. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks again.